Welcome everyone. This is my content page and I'm going to describe to you in this video what my journey is and what value I'm going to provide to you. So I'm currently achieving massive success through this framework right here. I recently had a story where I increased my testosterone levels and I did it the correct way. I did it in a way where I manifested it and I had it come to me. I didn't chase protocols. I didn't chase any sort of technical thing that allowed me to do this. It was not biological, it was all mental. And that's exactly what allowed me to achieve my goals and what's allowing me to achieve the next goals right now that I'm having, right? It's a state of manifestation, a law of attraction that is very, very real, which completely transforms who you are very quickly. And I do want to say law of attraction, manifestation, it's not blasphemy, it's not shirk. There's nothing wrong with it religiously because God created that system for you. God created manifestation, He created the law of attraction, He created the 4D world. So let's kind of go over this framework that I've built for how exactly you achieve this mind state where you achieve exactly what you want, whether that be increasing testosterone levels, losing weight, acquiring muscles, acquiring money, relationships, whatever it is you're after in this life for the sake of Allah, you are going to achieve it through this framework that I'm building. First, you have a goal, you have whatever it is, you're going to ask Allah for it, right? You have a vision in mind, a strong vision of what you want to achieve, and you're going to ask God for it. God is always listening. He's always here. So he's listening to you. And he's hearing you say, God, I want I want $100,000 per month. God, give me this. God, give me this relationship. God, give me give me really good health, right? So Allah hears you, and because you actually have that desire so strongly, Allah actually responds to you. He sets up the navigation for you to get to where you want to go, right? So how does that actually happen? How do we know that God is actually responding to us? How isn't it just like some, some just wish to prayer and hopefully something happens? No, no, no. This actually, like, He actually responds to you and tells you, okay, I'm either gonna give you this or I'm gonna give you something better. There is no when you ask God for something, right? It's just about us actually finding that connection, staying close to God for long enough that we can see what He's telling us to do first. There is actually a way to achieve exactly what you want very, very fast and get the answered dua. It's not fake. None of it is fake. Allah has given you everything you ever wanted, right? He even put that desire in you. The fact that you can visualize, that amazing physique, that money, that relationship, the fact that you can visualize is so hard means that Allah put it in you because He knew that you're capable of doing it. He knew that you are supposed to get it, right? So you ask Him for this, and you've just confirmed exactly what He gave you. He's gonna tell you yes, and He's gonna set up that map for you, right? So once you actually ask Him, it goes into the 4D world. This is what we call the causation world. It's the thought that creates the reality. The 3D world depends on the 4D world extremely, right? Everything here is happening because of the 4D world. Now, what is it exactly? It's all your thoughts, all of our collective thoughts together, all in a connected web of energy and spirituality that exists in a world that we cannot see. So all your desires, all that visualization of you walking down and being this person, or you giving your parents that money you always wanted to give them, or achieving some goal, you visualizing that is you looking into the 4D world. That thought you're having, you can't see it physically. You don't know where that thought is, but you know you're having the thought. That thought exists in the unseen world. So Allah actually changes up the 4D world for you. Once you make dua, He sets up alignment for you to actually get to where you want to go. And He starts the map from the 4D to the 3D to get you to where you want to go, to manifest, literally manifest exactly what you want from the 4D into this 3D world. Let's say I want to increase testosterone. Ya Allah, I want to increase my testosterone levels. You are the the opener of doors. You are the one who is strong. Allow me to have high testosterone. So he's gonna open this door for you, and he's gonna tell you, okay, I can either give you testosterone right now. I can make you strong. I can make you confident. I can make you assertive right now. Or I'm going to test you first. I'm going to prepare you for it so I can make sure you can hold this level of conviction, this level of energy that you're about to get, right? So there's a difference with what he gives you. Sometimes he might give it to you right away and show you that you can't handle it, right? But most of the time, you're going to get a roadmap. Let me get some water here. And this roadmap is a representation of all the gut signals and gut signs that he's going to give you. God will send down intuitions for you. And it's not prophetic, it's nothing crazy like that. It's just intuitions and gut feelings that are screaming to you. You can feel that they're so correct to do. And those are intuitions from God. Those are the intuitions that start coming to you once you make dua. But a lot of people, they make dua. Number one, they don't believe in the dua. They don't believe in the call to God. They don't believe that God's actually going to give it to them. So they're not even on the vibrational level of receiving it. And number two, they don't stay aligned for long enough. They say they feel this magical experience of them being at this high level where they want to be, and they feel how good that feels, but then they come right back down here, back to their life, and their thoughts and beliefs and emotions all lead them towards this low scarcity level, and so they're not actually connected to the path whatsoever. They're not connected to this, so they're not going to get any gut signals. They're not getting any intuitions. None of that is coming to them, and that's why most people think dua doesn't work. That's why most people think call to prayer is just for supplication, just for good deeds. No, no, you can actually get exactly what you want. You actually have to just stay in a high vibrational state, right? So what do I mean by high vibrational state? It means staying in enlightenment, staying in joy, love, acceptance. You need to stay in these high vibrational states so that you can continue receiving these intuitions so you know which path to take, right? The more correct paths you take, the more you stay on this highway and the faster you get to your target. But the more you take the other routes, the more you take the routes that don't feel as good, that are against the intuition that God gave you, then you're going to take some exits of the highway. You're going to go off the highway a little bit, right? And that's going to take you longer time to reach the target that you're hoping for, right? So it's very important to stay in a high vibrational state so you understand what that gut signal is. You know what it feels like. You know which one is your gut signal and which one's your anxiety and which one is the devil leading you somewhere. You need to have a high state of vibration so you can stay on this highway and get to your target within a very small amount of time so that you are prepared for it and ready to receive it. Now, how do we stay in a high vibration? How do we have high vibrational energy, right? How do we move from lust, grief, fear, guilt, all the way up here and stay here? It's not very easy to do this, but once you actually understand, like intrinsically understand how to get there, you will stay there. It's like practicing a skill. You will get there and you will stay in the high vibrational state and you'll be connected to this highway we're talking about. You'll be actually on the map. So, how do we do it? We have to have these four things down, okay? And these actually come right from the Quran. They come right from the principles of Islam. And they match right up with the law of attraction, manifestation, law of detachment. Number one is what we call muraqabah. Muraqabah is the Arabic word for observing. Observing basically means to sit down and meditate and observe what's around you. The way you achieve a high vibrational state, which is the state which is actually closest to God. God is on so many levels, but this is the closest you can get as a human to God. How do you achieve it? Is by sitting and noticing. Like you're taking a deep breath, you're relaxing, you get in the present moment, not thinking about the future or the past, and you're just here. You're noticing the room around you. I'm noticing there's a door right here. There's a whiteboard behind me. There's a phone camera right here. And I'm slowly seeing myself. I'm seeing that I am a body and that I have a soul inside this body. So I am not actually my body, I am my soul. And when you start detaching like this and you realize nothing here is has always been here. It was all a creation of God, right? And God is very close to you. Once you realize all these together, that God is here watching and He created all of this, you now have achieved a state of meditation. You have achieved a state of high vibrational energy because you are closest to God. You're meditating right there with Him. You can feel His presence because God is very close to you. As the Quran said, God is closer to you than your jugular vein. So, what's closer than my jugular vein? It's going to be my third eye, right? God is right there with us. And once you start seeing that, Allah puts you in a state of joy. He brings you out from darkness into light. He is the only one who can do that for you once you tap into this meditation, right? And this meditation actually makes things a lot easier for you in terms of these three right here. So, other ways to actually stay in high vibrational state is to have gratitude, to have tawakkul, which means having trust in God, having confidence and courage to go after what you want, right? And to be in a state of forgiveness. I will get to that last one in a minute. But gratitude is basically you being thankful for what God gave you. And you can't say that you have nothing to be grateful for because literally, as long as you are alive on this earth, you have something to be grateful for. God said, no matter how many times you want to have gratitude, no matter how many times you want to count your blessings, you will never be able to enumerate it. There are so many blessings given to you as a human in this life that you cannot count them, right? So I can be thankful for my fingers, the fact that I can feel this, the fact that I can see this camera, the fact that I can hear things, the fact that I can feel the temperature, I can move around, I can talk, I can explain. These are every single one of those is one blessing. And each one of those is you practicing gratitude. The more you practice gratitude, the more you stay higher on this list and the more God gives you. Because God has actually shared a universal law that He created. If you are thankful, I will increase you. If you are in gratitude constantly, God will increase you, right? He will give you more. The more you feel abundant, the more you feel like you have everything, the more you feel whole and like you've been giving everything you've ever wanted, you will get more from it. That's why you see rich people who don't really care about how much money they spend on something or they leave a really big tip because they feel inside they already have everything. God gave them everything, God has provided. And you can feel the exact same way no matter where you're at in life. And that rule will apply to you. You're going to see more blessings, right? So that's only going to get you even faster to that target. If you're grateful, God's going to increase that blessing for you and you're going to stay on this path to achieve that very, very target that you're looking for. Next, we have tawakkul. You don't have tawakkul, you don't have any of this because this entire map depends on you trusting in God. If you don't believe God can make that dua for you, if you don't believe God can accept that dua for you, it's not going to happen. It's not, if you don't believe God is going to give you what you want, it's not going to happen. Okay? You cannot lose hope in God. So tawakkul is very important. It's about not thinking about how you're going to get there, not thinking about, oh, what if I do this? What if I mess up here? What if I do that? It's about trusting God. It's about taking that leap of faith, following this map that He gave you, and that is it. That is your only job. It is basically like the Western way of saying you can't control what you can't control, right? So you leave it up to God. Whatever you can't control, like the way things turn out, what type of tool you end up using to get to where you want to go, that is not up to you. It is up to God. The only thing that is up to you is to follow God's intuitions. If He tells you, if He gives you that gut intuition, hey, wake up at this time, or hey, you should be up right now doing something towards your intention, then you get up and do that. If He says, hey, you should probably stop eating now, you're coming into gluttony, you stop eating. And once you do that, you're on the highway. You go. And that's all you do. You don't worry about, okay, well, how is this going to help me? Well, what if I do it like this and then this happens? Or What if I do this and I still don't get what I want? That is a loss of hope in God, and that is actually haram in Islam. You can't lose hope in God. You're not allowed to lose hope in God because you're not going to get anything and you're going to get sins on top of it. So you literally cannot lose hope. Your self-belief is what they would call it in the Western translation would be God belief, but it cannot go down. It cannot, well, obviously it fluctuates because you're human, but you cannot lose it. You cannot lose that state of tawakkul because that is everything. You have tawakkul, God carries you, floats you on water like it's nothing. You don't have tawakkul, you're going to drown right away. You'll drown. So you must have tawakkul, must have gratitude, must have muraqabah all together. And you have this formula, you are going to be successful. You're going straight on the highway and you're not leaving because everything will feel so correct. Everything will feel so aligned that you cannot miss what's meant for you because you're right on track to get it. It's very important, these things. Next, you have state of forgiveness. This is what I want to touch about. It's not just about asking God for forgiveness. It's not just about, um, you know, asking for forgiveness for your sins. It's way, way deeper than that. Of course, you want to ask for forgiveness for your sins because we all sin and they actually block your ability to get to your target. So you do want to seek forgiveness for that. But to be in a state of forgiveness is to also forgive yourself, to be in a state of acceptance of whatever comes your way, to be in a state of surrenderance. That is going to put you way up here. It's going to keep you right up here on the vibration list. And you're going to stay on the highway and you're not leaving. Being in a state of forgiveness means if someone wronged you a certain way, may God forgive you. So to sum it up, that is basically the framework. You're looking at making dua, having things in the 4D be rearranged for you as long as you completely believe that you are going to get it and you have a strong visualization for it. You're going to get the map set up for you. You're going to stay in a high vibrational state to be able to receive the gut signals and the intuitions to be able to stay on that highway. And then you're going to make sure you stay in alignment with the highway for as long as you possibly can by doing these 4 things right here that Allah gave you Himself so you can succeed. So this is not something out of the ordinary. It's not some Western thing. This is rooted in Islam. Islam tells you how to be successful. Islam gives you the blueprint to success. And no matter what goal you have, whether it's health related, like money related, relationships, it doesn't matter. So you follow exactly what those intuitions are and watch yourself get to exactly what you asked for. Thank you guys for watching.